only for you.
Hello guys, welcome again. New live stream for Bitcoin. So let's talk about Bitcoin today. So well, as you can see here, Bitcoin tested the resistance around this area. Let me show you here. This area is the resistance, and let me show you with volume profile. Here with volume profile. What is volume profile? What is my volume profile? 1 second. Let me add the volume. I think it's this one. Let's see. Yeah, this one. Okay, so as you can see here, this is the top of the resistance here, around $29,000, almost $29,000. So as long as Bitcoin is above 27,500, I am still looking for continuation to 30K. Yeah. So this is like this. In when the chart is still like this. Why? Because we have still the momentum is to the upside here, but there is a warning sign here. OBB here, as you can see here, is testing the 55. Usually it's like this, okay, with OBB. The first test usually is going to be a rejection. So any close below 27,600, I think this is going to be a fake out, and you will see Bitcoin again testing 26,400, and maybe continuation actually after that. So as long as Bitcoin is holding this area, I am still looking for continuation. But timing is extremely important. It's very, very important. Let me show you why. 1 second. Okay, let me show you why. Because here, we have the momentum here to the upside, but the problem here, Bitcoin is in sideways. So remember, once, okay. So as you can see here, if this weekend, for example, no, sorry, this week, we see Bitcoin is still around 27,028, you will see a sell signal here, and well, this is gonna be the confirmation for me at least to start looking for continuation. I mean, to the downside. Okay, so just few days, today, tomorrow, maximum this weekend. If you don't see this move, if we don't see 30K this week, I think Bitcoin is gonna be in trouble, and after that, you will see continuation. Looks like, well, if we see that, Bitcoin will not hold 26 anymore. You will see Bitcoin at 24, and even actually in the long term 20. Around here, 23, 24, that is the area I will start looking for the next area. And after that, 20K, around here. So now in 4-hour chart, let me show you here. Bitcoin is still in uptrend here. I mean, after this breakout here, there's a breakout here. This area, as you can see here, is 27,500, as I said before. So Bitcoin is going to test the 55 here, and in the short term, this should be a bounce. Okay, of course not now. We have to wait for this momentum here. As you can see, ADX negative here is firing right now the sell signal here. So we will have to wait around 24 hours looking for this bounce. Now, if we don't see this bounce, if we see Bitcoin at below 27,400, 500, yes, you will see continuation, and as I said before, and well, 26,400 is going to be tested and potentially a break. Now, volume here in OBB is healthy in 4-hour chart. So, yeah, I mean, I am not expecting a big move. I think just sideways here in 4-hour chart, looking for maybe a bounce. Now, let's talk about 1-hour chart here. 1-hour chart, as you can see here, we don't have a buy signal here. I think Bitcoin is gonna test the main 100, and from there potentially a bounce here. So something like this. Let me show you here. Something like this. And after that, a bounce here in 4-hour chart. So it's very important here to be careful, because this move, honestly, even if I am expecting 30K, only just few days. I mean, today, tomorrow maximum, maybe this weekend. But if we don't see this move, if you see, for example, if we don't see Bitcoin today or tomorrow moving to 30K, testing 30K, this is gonna be a bull trap. And as I said before, honestly, I am flat right now. I am not in long, in short. I am not. Actually, sometimes the best trade you can do is just doing nothing. The thing here is like, I am not very confident like this is gonna keep pumping here, because usually when you see the breakout here, like very strong breakout, you wanna see continuation after maybe 24 hours. So Bitcoin tested almost 29, and now it's just in sideways here. So here is the resistance, remember? So this is not like very strong move. So that's why I want to see Bitcoin pumping today and tomorrow. If I don't see it, maybe I will open a short, maybe, but maybe next week. Let me show you here the 2-day chart. 2-day chart is very interesting here, because the MA55 was tested 2 times, and after finally is above. We saw this move, right? And now it's testing the MA21. Same level, remember, 27,400, 500, around there. That is the area Bitcoin must hold. If we don't see Bitcoin breaking this area, you will see again $26,000, 300, 400 tested, and potentially a break, because it's gonna be something like this, right? Here, yes, kill all longs here, all the shorts here, and after that kill all the longs, and after that continuation. Okay, to be fair, we have here a buy signal here in 2-day chart here, as you can see, but we don't have the same volume as before. So we don't have bullish variance. This is some people say, we have a hidden bullish variance. No, the win rate of this thing is garbage. Actually, I will suggest careful if you are following this kind of bullish divergence, because this thing, yes, is not very strong. At least in my back testing, I didn't get like good results. So that's why careful here. In my personal experience, the regular bullish divergence or bearish divergence, they have actually they have very good results. But in my experience, when you see hidden bullish divergence or bearish divergence, usually it's not the best setup. Now we have 3D chart. Let me show you here. Same thing. We can see right now a potential buy signal forming right now in 3D chart. Bitcoin is still, I mean, to the upside here. But one thing here you have to remember, the volume is not the same. We don't have bullish divergence, at least not in my case. I am not looking, I'm not thinking this thing is, oh yeah, we have a hidden bullish divergence right now to the moon right now. No, 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 no. I will change my mind if we have a regular bullish divergence. Yes, that is the signal I want to see. Now, as you can see here right now, we have from all this area of resistance, So even if I see this buy signal right now into the chart or 1 day chart, I am not buying Bitcoin. I had to be very clear, because some people are, so did you buy Bitcoin? No, I am not buying. All this area, even if we see 34, 35, for me is a sell opportunity, not a buy opportunity. Okay, so the next time I will buy Bitcoin is after I see a major sell, major buy signal in the spot, maybe in the next buy signal, but in 1 day chart potentially yes, but I don't feel comfortable buying Bitcoin or any asset when in the weekly basis we have a sell signal in progress. So remember, this is not like a sell signal. Oh my God, Bitcoin will go to zero. Of course not. But the prediction is sideways, right? Sideways or downside, right? In weekly basis. So we still have this signal here. So the level is very obvious. In weekly basis, any close below $26,000, game over for Bitcoin. This could be a massive bull trap, and after that continuation testing 20k. So as long as Bitcoin is about $26,000 in weekly basis, so for example, if you see Bitcoin closing this week above here, well, the best scenario is just sideways here and potential bounce. But remember, timing is extremely, extremely important. And I have to remind you here, the volume is still not very healthy in weekly chart. What happened last year? When we have buy signal here in 5-day chart, let me show you here what happened here. Bitcoin in 5-day chart here, remember here, Bitcoin crashed here to 17K, around there. And after that, so historically speaking, we have this buy signal. I mean, you check the history of Bitcoin. Every time when Bitcoin was in 5-day chart above here, let me fix this chart. Okay, here, let me show you here. Every time when Bitcoin is, I mean, MA55 in OBB was above the MA55. Sorry, OBB was above the MA55 here in OBB. Technically speaking, we have a major moves, as you can see here. For example, this one, right? And here, what happened instead, we got a choppy market. So at this point, after 6 months, honestly, I was expecting to see something bullish here. I mean, like Bitcoin at this point doing something like this, above the zero line. But instead, it's just in sideways here. It's not like very, very bullish. It's still to the upside, yes, but it's not very strong. So technically speaking, the next bull market, I'm talking about 5, 6, 7 times a pump, right, for Bitcoin, is when we have OBB here, yeah, healthy above the zero line. Yeah, you see the price here, historically speaking, you look at this. Every time when Bitcoin is above the zero line here, the zero line, yes, we have a massive rally here, zero line here, massive rally here. Of course, it will take years. It's not like it's going to happen next month. It's in the long term, right? But what is happening right now? Bitcoin is still below zero line here, and well, that is telling me, yeah, Bitcoin is bullish, yes, but the next bull market is here. I don't think so. As I said before, I said it many times. I think just Bitcoin will be in a choppy market here, and maybe in some point next year we will see finally the real move. So the levels are very clear, as you can see here. So $26,000. If you, for example, you see a drop for Bitcoin this week, and next Monday when you wake up and you see Bitcoin below 26, that's it. That's the only thing we need, and you will see in the, of course, in the next couple months Bitcoin at 20k around there. So if you are bullish, you are thinking, oh, from here, to the moon, because Twitter is bullish, TikTok is bullish. Yeah, okay, fair enough. So should be like this, right? If only if Bitcoin is holding, not just 1 week or two, actually all next month. Actually, I would say, for me, it's too risky to say it. So that's why I have the only direction I have for Bitcoin in weekly chart is this one, sideways and continuation to the downside. Okay, that's it. Now, we have a monthly close, well, almost actually in 24 hours. It depends on the country you are right now. We are going to have a monthly close. And the monthly close is very interesting because any close where you see 27,600, as you can see here, this level between 27,400 and 700, around there, that area is extremely important. Any close below this moving average, you will see Bitcoin in June around 24k, around there. It's totally fine if Bitcoin tests $20,000. The point is the close. For example, if we see a red candle here, the next one is red, but the body of the candle is above 24, totally fine. You will see continuation. So the point here is the next candle in June, we have to see the body of the candle closing above 24k. Okay, so imagine like the first week of June, Bitcoin test, I don't know, 20k. Imagine a big drop. But in the process of that, I mean, in that month, Bitcoin must close at the body of the candle must close above 24k. So if we see it, everything should be fine. Now, in the monthly, remember this chart is for long term. I'm talking about a couple years. So we have a monthly buy signal still. That's why I said in the stock market, be careful in the stock market. Be careful with Bitcoin because I know you are bearish, right? Because the recession, right? Oh my God, yeah, the recession. The banks, they are crashing. Remember what I said always. All the news you see, on TV, social media, 90% of the news is bullshit. So that's why facts. You see the chart. Here are the facts. Okay, that's it. So I don't care. I have a buy signal here. I don't care the recession. I don't care what is going to happen with inflation, whatever. Here we have a monthly buy signal. Historically speaking, is when we have the best timing to buy, right? In this case, Bitcoin. In this case, Bitcoin, we have this momentum here. In the long term, right? Yes, we have two examples right now here. Of course, I would like to see more examples, but it's the only thing we can do here because Bitcoin is actually still a baby in the macro scale. So every time we have this buy signal here, well, after 2 years, what happened? 2 3 years actually, you see, the trend is your friend, and so, well, Bitcoin is actually doing great. Now, for me, if you are bullish right now, you want to say, no, I want to see Bitcoin at 34k next month. It's very simple. Bitcoin must close about $29,300, the top of the top of the candle here. Honestly, I don't see Bitcoin closing here because it's just 24 hours left. So market makers, professional traders, now they are looking for the next monthly close. So usually when you see that, when it's 1 week left for the monthly close, well, you will see just a choppy market, and this is a choppy market, right? This is not a pump to continuation, right? This is just sideways here, right? You see, sideways here. That is the reality. So Bitcoin is still bullish. Yes, the trend is to the upside. Still, yes, at least this week. But with this signal here, if you see Bitcoin is still in sideways, this signal is gonna be a sell signal next week. So that's why be careful here, because now I can see in my Discord some people, oh yeah, bullish to the moon, 1 million. No, 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 no. Please try to be realistic, okay? Try to be realistic. Risk management is the most, okay? You have to be realistic. If you really want to become a good trader, please try to be realistic. Mhm. So the chart is telling you, I don't know, I respect what kind of technical analysis you have, or maybe you are following or another. Yeah, it's totally fine. If you have a system that is telling you from here is gonna hit 40K, totally fine. Okay, just manage your risk. With my system of trading, for me, this is very concerning. Why? Because we have a test here, technically speaking, every time, not all the time, right? But every time we have this test, the first time is rejection. As you can see here, it's in progress. Okay. So sometimes, right, it's not like all time, right? It's based on probabilities. Okay. For example, here, beautiful reaction here. What happened after that? Bitcoin just was in sideways, right? Here, right? So here's the reaction. And after that, finally, Bitcoin was in this trend. But as you can see here, what happened? Bitcoin tested settled a couple times here, failed, and after that, major crash. So right now here, OBB is in downtrend. It's in downtrend. There is no volume. Bitcoin is rising right now here, but the volume is decreasing. So people, they are not buying. I mean, market makers, or you know, people with money, they are not buying here. So my guess is just retailers. They are in long position 300x right now. So I think you have to be patient if you want to buy Bitcoin and altcoins again. The opportunity will come here. I mean, we will see the opportunity again this year. I am not calling new lows. Let me be clear. I am not expecting Bitcoin at 10K this year. Honestly, I don't think so. I think between $23,000, the first level, that is the first level, maybe potentially here, here, and the second level max. I'm sorry, here, and the second level here around 20K. That is something like is the maximum pain I am looking for right now for Bitcoin. I am not looking for new lows. So if you are thinking Bitcoin will go to 10K, something like that, um, you have a lot of imagination, I think. Okay, so let's continue. I'm gonna show you one chart in the bi-monthly here. Usually I don't show this one because it's like multi-year, uh, multi-year actually chart. But something very interesting is happening here. Settle line is about to be tested this year, maybe in September after summer. And you see the settle line crossing here, and Bitcoin is still above the MA55. Well, 2024 potentially is gonna be the year where we will see a new leg up, like significant leg up, maybe around, my target is around 75, no, around 80, around there, this area. No more than that, I think. So, uh, I think I finished my technical analysis for Bitcoin. So let's continue with the Nasdaq, because the Nasdaq right now I think is doing very good. Let me show you here. Look at this wonderful, wonderful bounce here. MA21 tested here in the bi-monthly here. Let me show you here the monthly. Beautiful, beautiful. That is something I would like to see for Bitcoin in the monthly, right? But Bitcoin is not looking like that. It's not looking very, very strong. As you can see here, my target for, I mean, in the monthly here, it should be 370. First of all, 360, but around 370, it could be the top around there. So we have here the monthly here. We have official test of the MA55. As I said before, usually it's reaction, but because it's this monthly, it will take all this year. Let me show you here the weekly chart. Weekly chart, beautiful volume. This is the kind of volume I would like to see for Bitcoin. As you can see here, beautiful, wonderful volume is coming here. I mean, it's very bullish, actually, very bullish. There is nothing bearish with this chart. Look at this. We don't have bearish variance. ADX positive here. It's amazing, beautiful chart. Of course, I am not saying buy here. No, the buy was here, right? All this area. Now here, of course not. Just people in FOMO, right? So the next target, of course, here is around 360, 65, around there. Pull back here sideways, and potentially based on the volume here and the momentum, I wouldn't be surprised if we see the Nasdaq at 3.380, 385 around there. So carefully you are shorting. Careful, because the only thing you are gonna do is just lose your money. In my humble opinion, of course. So let's continue with this SP500. This P500 here. SP500. Let me see here if we have invalidation. No, we don't have invalidation. Still, we don't have invalidation. The volume is looking much better, as you can see here, breaking the previous high here. Very, very interesting here in of April. That is something. This is the same thing I don't see for Bitcoin. I don't know why, but Bitcoin is not like following the stock market right now. Okay, totally fine. So the thing here is like the next level. I said, I think I said it like a couple of months ago. I said I am looking for this area to be tested. Now here we are here. Okay, done. The volatility for the SP 500 in general for the stock market is very low, so we have to wait more time. As you can see here, now it's testing here. So to the moon buy here, of course, no, thank you here. But it's bullish. I don't care. It's risk management. You didn't buy here, for example, all this area consolidation, or even here. I think for me it's too late. You will have to wait for a pullback here, looking for maybe this area to be tested around 400, and if you see it, potentially continuation. ADX is positive here. Volume is healthy here. Yes, there is a bearish divergence forming here, but I think because the monthly is still bullish here, as you can see, it's a buy signal here. I am looking for maybe around 4,300. Sorry, 403.35 around there. Maximum is 450 around there. So that is the area I am. Two areas I am looking for. Maybe this year actually. This one here now almost at a hit, and the second one an extension should be around here. Now let's talk about the dollar because the dollar maybe I need to see the dollar because based on the dollar we will know what could happen with all the currencies in the world, actually most developed, right? But let's see also for Bitcoin. Let me show you here the dollar. What is Dixie? Okay, Dixie here. Okay, good. So very good reaction here in the monthly here, but it's not gonna be enough. I think the real close should be around 100, 105, 106 actually, much better. But it's not gonna happen. 24 hours left for the monthly close, so I think this thing is gonna be just in sideways here. Just in sideways here, nothing special. All in the monthly, of course. Here is in the weekly chart, we have a bullish divergence, as you can see, a regular bullish divergence. Yes, from this point at this point, this point and this point, right? And technically speaking, it's still to the upside. So potentially next week, next month, we will see 105. Any close 105, you will see a massive pump, actually an extension to 111 or 10. If you see that, potentially you will see a macro range from this point, something like this, right? Well, it's gonna be, this is the resistance in the long term, and this is gonna be the support. So I am not looking for new highs because we have a monthly buy signal, monthly, sorry, sell signal here. So, but at least remember the in the macro scale, or sorry, the projection is gonna be always sideways here, yeah, downside. But because this is monthly, it's gonna take years. So that's why in weekly chart we are gonna, I am looking for potentially this bounce, of course, in weekly chart continuation. Bad news for Bitcoin. But in the monthly it's just sideways for me. Now let's talk about the one day chart, because yes, one day chart, let me show you here. We are gonna have potentially a sell signal here, but the ADX is strong, it's about 23 level, so potentially we will see something like this, a better divergence here. So that is telling me potentially you will see continuation here, looking for this area, this pivot. So careful with your shorts again. You are thinking, yeah, you see, or yeah, shorts, because if you see this sell signal here in some point, well, potentially Bitcoin will keep pumping, but it's gonna take time. Okay, so let's talk about more some other coins. One of them is Ethereum. Let me show you Ethereum here. Okay, good. So same thing. Is for me, Ethereum and Bitcoin, they are wasting time. Wasting time, very, very, very. Yeah, they are wasting time. With this volatility, careful here, because I'm gonna say something very, very aggressive here. With this volatility and this bounce, I wanna see expansion. But as you can see with Ethereum, no, it's still contracted. So if you see, think about this. With this buy signal here and bullish divergence, well, not bullish divergence, maybe. Uh, it's not expanding here the volatility. Sorry. it's not expanding volatility, well, this is maybe this isn't the real move. This is not the real move. The real move when you see the sell signal is like this. Okay, so that's why careful with your altcoins because we are not in a bull market. Okay, I said it all this year. We are not in a bull market, at least in my opinion, right? So many altcoins actually they are testing the new lows. Even some of them they are breaking the lows. For example, cake. If we see, for example, dot is one of my picks, right? But not now. I mean, but it's still in the previous low. Well, if Bitcoin breaks key levels, dot and many altcoins will make new lows. You will see new lows. Look at this. hmm There is no volume here. It's gone. Uh, Testing breaking 5.25 for dot. You will see for even lower. Actually, maybe 3 or 4. So careful here. Careful here, guys. So. Uh, you are looking for 1 second, let me turn off the notifications. Good. Okay, so as you can see here, all the altcoins they are in downtrend. This is downtrend. Okay, there is no bullish things, of course. But we have some accumulation, yes, but this is still negative territory here, and also the sell signal is still present. For example, in this case for Cardano, as you can see, the highest volume right now for Cardano is around 0.40, 0.35. Any close 1.32, you will see 0.10, 0.15. And I wouldn't be like surprised, even if Bitcoin is not making new lows, you see maybe potentially we could see altcoins breaking down. Why? Because the Bitcoin dominance is very bullish. Bitcoin dominance, as you can see here, this is continuation. ADX is positive, volume is still healthy. I am looking for long term around 55%. Remember, when Bitcoin dominance is pumping like this, we are not in a altcoin season, we are in a Bitcoin season. Okay. You wanna see altcoin season, you wanna see this thing, this chart bearish, but this thing is actually bullish. Let me show you here the monthly here. Monthly is still the buy signal is still on. I am looking for, yes, 55, 54%. From here, yes, maybe here it could make sense start looking for altcoins in the long term. When I say long term, maybe 1 year, because the next bull market is coming, my friend. The next bull market is coming. And I don't know you, but I am getting ready for that. Okay, so I think that's it for today because I don't have any requests. So, okay, thank you for watching and see you in the next live stream.